Hi guys, Dogre here with a new video, and I know that I'll be pissing a lot of people off with this video, but it doesn't matter. Let's start to talk about Season 2 of The War Within. We're going to start with the good news, which is that it is 3 weeks away from starting the season, at least, for Mythic Plus and for PvP. And the season will be ending, so the season 1 will be ending in 2 weeks. So there will be like 1 week of limbo where you could do BGs to get honor or whatever you want to do. And the same for Mythic Plus. I guess you will get like delves to get gear for the start of the season. So that's known. Now we know that the season has been 6 months long, so we can also predict that the next season will start around August, which is a very long time from now. And that's my first issue I have, is that now that we know when it's going to start, obviously it's positive because we will have something fresh for me, for everyone. So we will have a bit more freshness to the content, and we might maybe again have a resurgence of players. That could happen. But the truth is, 6 months seasons, especially for PvP, I don't know how it is for Mythic Plus, but for PvP it is way too long. I think it should be half. It should be 3 months. I think it should be ending every 3 months, and you have like rewards tied to it, so you would have people still playing it day to day to get those rewards ASAP. That's not happening, so it is what it is. The second part I'm actually concerned is that the balancing is not done, or it seems like it's not done. A lot of PvEers are actually very mad, and they think that it is World of Shaman, which is probably correct. I think Enhancement Shaman is very, very strong in PvE, and I think Elemental Shaman is also quite good. So yeah, the PvE balancing will not be great, and the PvP is going to be a testing ground. We will have always like a Kinder Surprise. I don't know if you know the little chocolate where you have like some kind of reward inside of it, and you don't know what it is inside. Well, it's the same for PvP. We don't know if it's going to be good. So that's my frustration with this, that it doesn't seem ready, and it's kind of weird that it seems like this. Well, when the PTR is up for 3 months, something like that. So I don't know, 2 months. But and also we didn't have any balancing since then. So since the beginning of January, we didn't have any balancing patches till like next season. So we have 2 months of limbo where nothing happened. Where in SOD you had more updates for some reason, which is a classic version of the game, which is again mind-boggling in my opinion. So we have a new raid. So let's talk about the facts. We have a new raid, which is Liberation of Undermine. I might just do that. Why not? I think I'm gonna try to do a bit more of everything instead of like focusing on PvP. I say that every single patch. The issue is that if PvPers are like meta sluts, I think PvEers are like the pimps of meta. Like they are worse than PvP. Like if you are like an arms warrior, you're going to sit in LFG for very long, except if you are like geared to the teeth, where basically there is no reason for you to even do PvE, and you're just doing that for the Keystone Mastery or whatever, or maybe for like the rating itself. But in my opinion, PvE is about gearing and about the progress of your character, and obviously getting like those milestones. I guess not for everyone, but a warrior should not like have that much difficulty to find a group. In my opinion, like I think any class should be able to be valid, and that's why I actually want solo queue in Mythic Plus. I think it would be very, very successful, but it's not the case. So I guess I'll do the LFR, maybe do the normal raid, why not? I don't know. And I'll do some Mythic Plus here and there, why not? We'll have to see for that. So we have the raid with 8 bosses, and the raid finder eye level is 606. New dungeon, Operation Floodgate. So we have a new dungeon, nice, nice, nice. And a new dungeon rotation for Mythic Plus. Feats of Strength, so you have a great mount here for Mythic Plus rating, which is a very, very sick looking mount if you compare it with the Glad mount. But this is like, yeah, This is looking like, okay, this is a goblin expansion, not a Shadowlands expansion. Like I will show you. So we have a few new titles here and there. Cool. We have Keystone Hero. Cool. Mythic Plus affixes. There are a few changes. If you want to have like the full changed list of Mythic Plus and PvP, maybe in the next video, why not? Right now it seems like they didn't add the patch notes because I think they know that it's not ready. New delves. So we have Side Street Slows, and Excavation Site 9. I don't know how to pronounce this, by the way. A new tank specialization for Bran, blah blah blah, and we will see if it's going to be good in the long term. What else do we need to show? New variants for delves, so you have like more like other storylines kind of in those delves or other objectives to do. There's a delver's journey, so there's a new mount, and of course the gold one. Why not? For having like everything progress to the T. We have also the Feast of Strength here and there. Again, if you want to read everything, just read it yourself. Now PvP, we will get a new arena again. I don't know how much it changes. I think it does look like Blade's Edge arena, where you have like multiple like heights, and why not? It could be fun. It will be available to arenas and rated soul shuffle. Now the issue is that in soul shuffle, the rotation hasn't changed since a very long time. So I don't know what they're doing. Like I don't know if they're like aware there's a rotation and they should change the rotation, but they didn't do that for I think a whole year right now, even more than that actually. I can't remember seeing a few maps like in Soul Shuffle you don't get all the maps. So they are adding a new map, that's cool, but where are the other maps that are also fan favorites to the PvP community? In my opinion, it kind of sucks. Here, the Glad mount that everyone wants, obviously. Again, I think you could find the equivalent in Shadowlands, so that kind of sucks. Again, it doesn't need to be a dragon, but it could be something else that is more about goblins. Like this is like nothing to do with goblins as well. It has also nothing to do with the expansion that we're playing. It has nothing to do with anything regarding like the War Within. So I don't know why they're thinking this is a good idea, except that the assets are quite easy to do because it just already exists. So I don't know. I am still baffled about that. I found the other like rated PvP mount, which is like getting any matches won above 1000 rating will gain progress towards this, the vicious electro eel, and that's actually a cool mount. So that's very easy to get for PvEers as well. Just get 1000 rating, which is basically just you playing the game. You don't need even to win the games in Soul Shuffle. Just like win 1 or 2 rounds and you'll get 2000 rating. And then just play, I don't know, whatever version of the game you want to play. 2v2, 3v3, Soul Shuffle, BG Bleed, like Battleground Blitz. And you'll get progression towards that. There's a Horde and an Alliance version, so I guess there is a reason why you could maybe play Horde for that. But yeah, I found this mount way more cooler than this for some reason. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it kind of sucks. And again, this is like the top of the top. Like not everyone will get it. Actually, like no one will get it. Just a few players that always got that will get it, and they don't even like this mount. So they're not doing that for the mount, they're doing it for the title, or most likely the rank 1 title. But this is like, so if I would win this mount, I would never equip it. That's how I feel. It would just be in my collection to just show off that I got 2.4k and Glad in season 2, which really, is this the price that you really want? I don't know. So not really a fan. They changed nothing basically for Soul Shuffle, Battleground Blitz, and the PvP class armor sets. The class armor sets are very cool, so that's for sure going to be a thing that you're going to grind for. They are all purple, by the way. I think here, okay, this one is not purple actually. Most are purple. Like for example, this one is purple, and maybe the Evoker one is not purple. But I've seen every single set, and Most sets are just like purple. This one is not purple, but again, you're transforming into a dragon and you're not going to see your set, so who cares? What else? Yeah, obviously if you get like, I think 1.6k, you will get, now 1.8k, you will get the elite set. And if you have if you have 1950, which is rival 2, you'll get jackpot weapon illusion. So you have kind of the same illusion as what we have right now, actually. Like the effects are the same. I cannot really show you here because there is no image. Didn't think about that. And for the rest, nothing really changed. Like everything is the same, except that now it is the prized season. So your title will be prized. So we're going from dreadful to prized. We're like, I don't know how I appreciated the glad titles way more back in the day, but I didn't know what I was going to lose when going for that. So obviously that's very annoying. So there is also a new world boss, the Godfather. So obviously, world bosses, cool, but we never do that because there's no one doing that. But okay, I guess that's fine. Season 2, meta achievements, blah blah blah, 1.6k, 2k, and there is nothing else to discuss about that. Now, I'm going to say a few opinion pieces right now because now I just said what was going to be able to be available for you guys for playing and for me as well, by the way, because obviously I will be playing it. I think season 2 is really my last chance. Like, this is really not my last chance, their last chance for me playing retail, seriously at least. I think they really have to talk about Soul Shuffle. They really have to talk about Battleground Blitz. They really need to talk about the MMR. They really need to also talk about the queue times, and they need to talk about the problematic of not having enough healers in the game. And there is no miracle solution, right? There is really no miracle solution. The miracle solution is that you remove all healers from the game, pretty much. You really, really want to be able to be able to queue as a DPS and have like a 2 minute CD, like a 2 minute queue. I think, like Mez said, because if you watch Mez, you will see, you will understand what he says. Literally, if a League of Legends dev would see the queue times, he would be laughing their ass off. Like it is just laughable, and there is no gameplay or system that would be good enough to alleviate the fact that your 30-minute queues in to be able to play. No matter how good the game is, no matter how smooth the game is, no matter how balanced the game is, if you cannot get into a game, then it's just like cosmetic. It just is not like available. It is not possible to enjoy the game. That's my opinion. Because this is really the last chance. Like, if you put me again in a 1 hour queue for any reason when I'm playing DPS, this is like unacceptable. And I'm not going to main healer when I don't like healing that much. I like healing from time to time, but I'm not going to play time to time on retail. It's either I go in or I'm out. I'm not playing just 1 hour a week because I want to have my fix. No, I'm playing retail because I love playing retail. But if I'm not available, if I'm not able to play retail because queue times, then I'm going to go on classic. It's as simple as that. If I go on classic and I queue up for AV, which is a 40-man versus a 40-man, mind you, I'll be able to get a game right now. Directly, 2 minutes in, I'm already inside of AV. You're just doing some PvE stuff probably because it's AV and some PvP here and there, but it's still 80 men into 1 BG. And we cannot find 6 men into Soul Shuffle without having a 30-minute queue. for DPSers. And yes, I understand. It's basically because there are no healers. There is also MMR attached to that. So combined together, it is really a toxic potion that is really killing the game. I think they should really fix it. And there are multiple reasons on how to fix the game by alleviating those queues, by implementing a solo queue system like on private servers. You have one 3v3 queue, and you can then obviously join other people in those 3v3 queues. If you're a solo queuer, you're going to face versus solo queuers. If you're a team, you're going to face a team. It's not hard. I don't know how people are understanding that differently than it is. If you have one queue, which is a 3v3 queue, and you're queuing solo, you're not going to face versus a team. Else it's a bad matchmaking. That should not happen, except if it's a 50-minute queue or something like that. And they have to force you into a game, why not? But in a normal circumstance, you're a solo player, you're going to face another solo player. If you're a duo player, you're going to face another duo player with a solo queue. Okay? If it's a 3v3, if you're like a 3-man, you're going to face another 3-man. And you will know. You can put even a name. You know what? When you're going to start to queue with three guys, you can just type the name you're going to queue as. So you're going to be the Dreadlords or whatever, and you're going to face the other team, which has also its name type, for example. And that's how you can maybe see it's a team versus team. But in general, it's possible. And you could do even a BO3 if you think like those games are going to be too short for a solo queue. You could do a BO3. You're solo queuers. You're facing each other. You get 2 chances to win. Okay? If you're not winning those 2 chances and the enemy is winning 2 chances, it's over. You're getting like a big loss of SCR. If you're doing like 1 win and 2 wins, you're going to be a lessened CR loss, for example. And if you win 2 wins, obviously 2-0, you're going to get a big CR win. If you're winning 2-1, you're going to get not a micro, but like a lessened amount of CR you're going to win. It's not hard to implement. You can do even a BO5 if you want to. But it's possible to do so. You can do a BO5 or BO3 and it swaps maps, for example, or it swaps sides. You can do multiple things that are going to be alleviating the queues, making the experience way better, removing all draws for the possibilities of drawing, so you will not be able to draw with the enemy team. And the CR is going to be equalized for everyone. The healers are going to be in the same MMR pool as the DPSers, how they are supposed to be, like in 2v2 and 3v3. It should not be that healers are facing it should not be that healer MMR is separated from DPS MMR. So if I'm a healer and I'm winning versus the other healer, it should not be separated from the DPS pool. That's how I see. But anyways, I wanted to discuss that real quick and finish that thought with you guys. Let me know if you're going to play Season 2, if you're going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. I don't know if I'm going to give it like a big shot, because I'm really tired of getting disappointed. But that's my opinion, obviously. So maybe you guys have a different opinion. Maybe you have a different perspective. Maybe you have a better perspective than me. Let me know. Again, I'm open to be changed my mind on it. I think right now I'm just playing too much Classic and having fun. I want to play retail, but I just can't be bothered being in the queues. And I have 2 accounts, so I could sit in a queue and go Classic. But why would I do that? If I'm playing Classic, I want to play Classic. If I want to play retail, I'll play retail. I don't want to swap between monitors to be able to play the game I want to play. Okay? If I want to do that, then I would have done it already. But I don't want to do that. And most people should not have 2 accounts to be able to play their game efficiently. I just want to play the game whenever I can to play, want to play the game. So if I want to queue up as a DPS, I want to have a 5-minute queue maximum. If I'm hitting League of Legends, I'm getting into a queue, I'm directly going to be in a game. I'm going to be in champ select and I'm going to be able to play the game right now. And I'm only you. Obviously it's different in NA. In NA you have less players. I mean, you have more players. At least in League of Legends. And you have faster queue times. But it's also like you're able to play the game. You can be frustrated about the gameplay, you can be frustrated about the systems, but at least you're playing the game. I think right now I'm just not playing the game, I'm just watching the game, and I get occasionally the benefit of playing the game, and that really, really sucks. I should not be able to be combining my job with my gaming time that efficiently, because I'm actually working more than playing while in queue, which is, again, it's good for my work, but it's also like a crazy to think about it whenever you're thinking about gaming. Like, if you have to literally fill up your time of queue time with efficiency instead of actually playing the game, then it kind of like ruins it. Especially like if you're seeing videos from Venruki or anyone, like the videos are made while in queue, literally, because they're not playing the game, they're just like making the videos in the queue. And I do that the same as well. In the war thing, I did also like a guide in queue, I did also my tiers in queues, but it should not be that way, in my opinion. It should be more playing than literally talking about the game. The same as in Classic, I have difficulties with making videos about it because I'm so busy playing the game, instead of like sitting in a city and talk about like stupid stuff. So again, thank you for watching, have a good day, bye.